Alrighty, welcome back everyone. If this is your first time joining us, or if you have no idea what this is No Glitches Allowed 2025, a video game speedrunning marathon where we are raising money for Go Rescue, a dog shelter in Hampton, Virginia. Go Rescue works to provide a haven for homeless dogs, giving them the time, care, and love they need to find not just any home, but the right home. This is why we're all here today, folks. So I hope you're ready to gear up for some amazing speedruns and to help out some homeless dogs and to save the animals. So thank you for joining us today. We have a run of new Super Mario Bros. Coming up right now with mchan338. So to get started, let me check on the bid war results, which I believe, yes, we will leave up to runner's choice at this moment. So that means it'll be up to the runner whether they want to play as Mario or Luigi. So without further ado, mchan, the floor is yours. Let's take a look at that run.
Everybody, my name is mchan338. I'm excited to be back at No Glitches Allowed once again. This time I am showcasing New Super Mario Bros., the first New Super Mario Bros. Game in the series. It is available on DS. I'm playing this game on 3DS. This game is also available on Wii U Virtual Console, which is technically the fastest version to play the game on, but the game's main competition is on DS or 3DS, so we'll be playing on 3DS. Yeah, since we currently have a tie on, or we currently have nobody contributing to the bid war, what does chat want? I'll give about a minute or so for the chat to ask what they want.
Folks, you heard it from the runner. Put those comments in chat to see which character you want to see run.
Just for context, there is no difference in gameplay between the characters. It's just it's all for preference purely. So. Okay, we got Luigi in the chat. Luigi, okay, I guess we're seeing Luigi. All right, so to play as Luigi, I need to select. As I select the file, I have to hold L and R as I'm selecting my file, which you know, obviously to start the timer and hold L and R and A at the same time is a little bit awkward. So I'm gonna set an offset on my timer real quick, so it's easier for me to start the timer on my own end. So, alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Luigi. Okay, so yeah, New Super Mario Bros. The first New Super Mario Bros. Game. The category I'm running is Warpless. It's also known as Canonless on the leaderboard. And basically, it's just a very simple category where we don't use warp cannons at all. The warp cannons are used to skip large parts of the game, and you get a very short run as a result, and this category does not use the use of warp cannons, so you're going to be seeing more of the game and what it's like. You get to see more levels, as well as more power-up selection. This game has a very unique power-up selection, and also the other thing about this game's power-up selection is there's actually no flying power-up. It is all pure platforming in this game. Whoops, okay. Off to a really rocky start already, but that is okay. So first things first, I'm going to be powering up myself up right away. I'm going to get a Fire Flower. The Fire Flower is a very powerful item in this game. If you know what the Fire Flower does, it works exactly like how a Fire Flower might work if you played Mario games in the past. You shoot fireballs at enemies, but the Fire Flower is actually a really useful power-up in bosses. So we're going to try and keep it for bosses. Normally you go straight to through 1-1 as Small Mario. Hope for a 1 in 6 chance in the second level for a blue shell, because you need the blue shell for the tower level at the end of this level. But since this is warpless, we're not getting the secret exit of the tower level. We do not need the blue shell right now. So 1-2 is right away our first level where we're getting a secret exit. So secret exits are allowed. This is warpless, which means the only thing that's not allowed in this category is warp cannons. So we can use secret exits to skip levels as long as none of the secret exits lead to warp cannons, as per definition of this category. So we're gonna get our first secret exit right here, up on the top, and this will take us straight to 1-dash tower without having to do 1-3. And on our way to 1-dash tower, we have a Toad House, and we're actually gonna take a stop in the Toad House real quick. So the way Toad Houses work in this game is you roll a roulette block, and whatever power up you get from the roulette block goes straight to our bottom screen item inventory. And in this case, what I want is a blue shell. Nice. It's not random. If you hit it at a certain time, then you'll get a blue shell from it, and I do want the blue shell. I don't need it for 1-dash tower. Normally you do, but since we're getting the normal exit, I don't need it right now. So... but I am going to keep the blue shell for the first couple of worlds. Ooh, nice. Of the run. And keep Fire Flower for as much as I can for the first 2 worlds. So this is right away our first cycle-based level. These blocks move in a bit of a cycle, so you do want to be kind of quick in order to make certain cycles. There is a faster cycle that top runners like to go for right away in the very beginning called Fast Cycle, where you do 3 very precise jumps in a row, but the consequence is you die if you mess up any of the 3 jumps, which is why you didn't see me go for it. So I went for a cycle where if I make it up to the top without making any mistakes, then I just have to wait for about a second. So the boss of every tower is Bowser Jr., and normally you're supposed to jump on Bowser Jr. 3 times, but as you can see, this is how powerful the Fire Flower is. You just shoot fireballs at Bowser Jr. and he goes down that easily. And that's going to be the name of the game for some bosses. Not every boss fight's going to work like that, but for the first few bosses of the run, that will be the case. So, going into 1-4, this will be a good time to explain the basic form of movement. Just like in a lot of other Mario games, you want to slide down slopes and jump over up slopes in order to optimize movement as much as possible. It's also worth noting that there is a something unique to this game that isn't really present in a lot of other games is when you play this game casually, sometimes whenever you land on a platform, you kind of stop in place, and that is known as pixel stopping. So the way pixel stopping works is if you land on the very edge of a platform, then Luigi will stop in place, and completely losing all your momentum. And in a casual playthrough, it is a good thing, so you don't accidentally run off a ledge or something. But it's a problem in the speedrun because obviously you want to keep your speed for as much as you can, and when you're not expecting yourself to pixel stop, then it can cause some problems. So this level is a bit of a fun level. Whoops. Okay, alright, we're fine. This is a bit of a fun level. We got these, like, jumping trampoline mushrooms. Oh yeah, it's also worth noting that in the Warpless category, I'm actually getting star coins. Now, this isn't 100% run, but we're getting star coins because, as you can see in the world map, we have these 5 star coin signs that you use to spend 5 star coins on, and a lot of them lead to Toad Houses, but sometimes some of the signs will lead to a different part of the map, and sometimes the different parts of the map can lead to either faster levels or a shorter part of the map. And throughout this run, we get 10 star coins. And fortunately, in this run, none of the star coins that I need to get are out of the way at all. So that was another cycle that I had to wait for. So every once in a while, you'll see me duck jump. And it's sometimes it's not for fun. Sometimes I actually need to duck jump, and that's because duck jumping prevents me from pixel stopping in places where I'm very likely to pixel stop. I hope that's not picking up on the mic, but there's a very loud fire truck outside. Alright, so the boss of each castle is a unique boss, and this time it's Bowser. So, just like in Super Mario Bros., you want to jump over Bowser and hit the switch for the bridge to collapse and Bowser falls in. But also, just like in Super Mario Bros., if you shoot fireballs at Bowser, then it is quicker that way. So nice little throwback from the original Super Mario Bros. Game. So that was World 1 completed. And now we're moving on to World 2, where things get a little bit harder. So something unique to this game is you can actually shift the camera either forwards or backwards. So in this case, I'm shifting the camera forwards, and that is so I can get a bit favorable platform cycles in this level. So that way it makes it easier for me to dodge these pokies. To get fireworks in this game, you want to end the level with the last 2 digits on the in-game timer to be matching, which is slower. So as you can see right there, I got myself to 67. So if I made any slight mistake in that level, then I would have been on pace for a 66, which would be fireworks, and that loses time. So in any opportunity where I feel like I am about to get fireworks, I will slow down for just a little bit so I can make sure I don't get fireworks. As losing 1 in-game second is better than losing like 10 real seconds. So here in this level we have Lakitu, and I'm gonna shift the camera forwards because if I do not do that, then that spiny that Lakitu just threw will fall right on top of me if I'm running at full speed. So 2-3 is coming up is another level where we're gonna get a secret exit, and this secret exit allows us to skip a lot of World 2. This is a very short world in the run. As you can probably tell if you look at the map on the bottom screen, you can see that World 2 has a lot of levels, but here we're actually going to skip a lot of it, which also means that we can skip the tower as well. And basically go straight into World 2. Precise crouch jump there in order to dodge that keys, or swooper, sorry. I like in these small corridors, I like to mash triple jumps as much as I can, just for fun. And the secret exit of this level is by hitting the switch. And then very quickly, I want to get up over here and hit this switch. That switch will disappear if I don't get up there fast enough. Alright, I'm gonna wait a little bit here so that way I don't get a 44. Normally I can just do a wall jump and boost right into the flagpole, but I'm very likely to get a 44 if with my current pace of the level if I did that. So that's the secret exit, and now we're gonna go into 2-A, which is our first secret level of the run here. I'm gonna first off start the level off by shifting the camera backwards, so that way these Koopa Troopas do not land right on top of me, and I can just run right underneath them. And normally you lose a ton of speed when you launch from these little spring things, but if I let go of the D-pad right as I jump from those springs, then I keep my speed, and that allows me to launch very quickly throughout this level. So get the normal exit here, and this will take us to a pipe that will give us a shortcut straight into the castle. And we're going to the end of World 2 right away. So very short world. So in this castle, we have these spiky balls that we want to avoid, of course. Do a duck jump to jump underneath that rope. And then right here, I'm going to do an intentional damage boost. There's just not a good way of going about that part without losing too much time. You're supposed to hide in those little spaces in order to not get hit by them, but this is faster. Now, this is called No Glitches Allowed, so I'm going to have everybody look away for about a few seconds. So, the way that clip works is if you jump in the corner there and then let go of crouch at just the right time, then I'm able to go right through that wall. And it actually saves more time than it looks, because otherwise I'm supposed to lower the mound of the ground on the bottom and then dodge that spiky ball. So the boss here is Mummy Pokey, and normally this is a really annoying fight, but with the Fire Flower. You can just shoot fireballs at Mummy Pokey, and that's the fight. Otherwise, normally, he buries underground, and then you have to pretty much hit him as he comes up from the ground. And how long he's up on the ground for is a random amount of time, so it's a bit of a painful fight. So, World 2 completed, and now we're going into World 3, and so this blue shell that I've been holding on to, we're now going to use it in 3-1. This is a beach-themed world, which means we're going to be expecting some water levels, and the first level of World 3 is a water level. So the blue shell is really useful in water, because as you can see, we're going to be swimming really fast in the water with the blue shell, and you also have more control with the blue shell in water. So I'm shifting the camera forward in order to... Okay, hold on, this is not good. Okay, nice, still got it. So I was trying to, if I moved in a certain way, then I could have manipulate that roulette block to be a blue shell. Those cheap peeps were not in a good position for me to actually hit that block at the time that I want to hit it at, so I had to kind of improvise there, and I'm glad that worked out. So, this is the, so of course with the blue shell, this is the first major time save with the blue shell, due to the fact that you swim much faster with it, but now would be a good time to talk about how the blue shell actually works. So when you are moving around, you move at full speed with the blue shell, then you will spin in the shell just like a Koopa shell would in Mario games. While I'm in this form, while I'm in morph shell form, I'm able to actually run right through a lot of enemies, just like this, and it makes a lot of parts safer, but also the hard part about the blue shell, this is what separates different tiers of runners in this game, is controlling the blue shell is really hard, as it's really easy to bonk in different places if you're not used to how the blue shell movement works. The other thing that also separates different tiers of runners with blue shell movement in this game is whenever it's safe for me to do so, I'm actually letting go of the run button. Because when you let go of the run button, then Luigi is unmorphed from the shell, and it's actually faster than the speed that I move in within morphed shell form. And this does add up over time, the more times I do it. So whenever it's safe for me to do so, I am doing it. This is another level where having the blue shell is really useful, because as you can see, this level is full of lots of piranha plants. Oh, nice. That's a very precise jump. It's really easy to bonk one of those pipes in the top there with that one jump that I just did. Very nice. So, that, secret exit that I got in 3-2 is going to allow us to do 2 secret levels and go and take a bottom path in World 3 into the castle. So this is, again, another short world in the run where we skip the tower. So the big fish that we saw back in 2-A is back here in this level. This time he's, I mean, just like in 2-A, he's still not much of a problem, because you know, in morph shell form, if he jumped at me like that, then he gets hit instead of me. Unmorph right there in order to make that jump easier, and then nice. That jump is actually not as precise as it looks. So it's really easy to make that. Normally you're supposed to get a P-switch in order to turn those coins into blocks. That way it's easier to make that jump. Okay, so the other thing that's worth talking about with the blue shell is when you crouch, then you'll defend yourself from getting hit a lot of the times. And so I'm going to abuse that in this level. Okay, nice. So, yeah, normally, as you can see right there, you're supposed to wait for a lot of different cycles with those skewers. But when I crouch slide into those skewers, then I do not get hit. Now, I can do the same thing here on this part, but I would have to wait for that very last cycle anyway, so it doesn't really save much time at all. Alright, so the boss here is Cheap Skipper, and this is the one of the most random fights in the run. When he jumps is random, as well as these cheeps in the water. They jump up randomly, and sometimes, as you can see, Cheap Skipper can jump up at a spot where you're not able to hit him. So, unfortunately, really slow there, and that's kind of one of the hard fights to optimize when you're trying to grind for a really good time in this run. But fortunately, as long as I didn't lose my blue shell, then that is good, because the power-up routing in this run is pretty precise, as I want to have 2 blue shells. One for because I actually need it for World 5, and then the other blue shell that I'm keeping, I will use for World 8 in order to save a significant amount of time in World 8. So now we're in World 5. If you pay attention, we're actually not in World 4, and that's because if you pay attention to the Grand World map in the next time I'm back in the overworld, there's actually multiple paths through the intended route of the game. You might notice that when we from World 2, I had a choice between going to Worlds 3 or 4. And to get to the bottom part of that path in the world map, I have to beat certain bosses as Mini Mario, which is another power-up that we haven't gotten to yet, which we will be seeing in this run. In World 5 here, I have another option. I have another diverging path between Worlds 6 or 7. And now the normal path of the run goes through, we'll do World 6 after World 5. But we are actually going to do World 7 instead of World 6. And which means that I will be fighting the boss of World 5 as Mini Luigi. And the reason we're going to go to World 7 instead of World 6 is because World 7 saves 10 minutes over World 6. World 6 does not have any secret exits that skips anything of that world. So we have to, so as a result, World 7 is just a much faster world to do. So this is an auto-scroller, which means that we have time for any donations or any announcements to be made. If there's any.
Let's see. I'd just like to give a quick shout out to the Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center just to talk about them for a little bit. We're here raising funds for Go Rescue. The Go Rescue website has their own section for adoption success stories. While we get to, excuse me, please go check out gorescuedogs.com/success-stories for some adorable pictures and heartwarming tales. Folks, we are looking for donations for the upcoming run after this, Anton Blast. We have a bid war. Whether you want to play as Anton or Annie, now's the time to get into those donations. As well as an ongoing incentive for Anton Blast to collect all the collectibles. So, if you'd like to see those happen, get in those donations. And if you're looking to donate, make sure to type exclamation mark donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page where you can make a direct donation. We have the incentives I just announced, as well as that bid war I just announced for you to choose from, so make sure to get those donations in to help them get met.
All right, thank you very much. So as you can see, what I did there was a bit of an exploit for Bowser Jr. So like I said, I don't have the Fire Flower, so I have to fight Bowser Jr. Sort of the intended way, where you do have to jump on him 3 times, but ground pounding does extra damage. So I was able to ground pound in order to count for his 2 hits, and then an extra jump for the 3rd hit. You have just enough, you have a little bit of time before Bowser Jr. crouches into his shell, before you can get another hit in. Alright, so now going into 5-B, so this level requires the blue shell in order to get the secret exit, and the secret exit will allow us to go straight into the castle and skip a few more levels of World 5. So once again, using the morphed shell form to tank through some of these enemies. Oh, that was a minor mistake. That's fine. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, so wall jump right up here, and this is the part where we need the blue shell. We cannot break these blocks with any other means, and you cannot wall jump with a Koopa shell. This is the only means of accessing the secret exit. And again, the secret exit will take us to the pipe that will take us to the castle. So 5-Castle has a lot of moving conveyors, so it's pretty annoying. But also, halfway into the level, there is a roulette block. And one of the power-ups within that roulette block is a mini mushroom. And so we're going to try and get the mini mushroom from that block. And if I don't get it, then that is a problem. So for now, just go through these dry bones and prana plants. Okay, so coming up is the roulette block. Okay, good. There's my mini shroom. So the mini mushroom allows me to turn mini, smaller than small Luigi. And with mini, okay, nice. As mini, you are very fragile. You jump higher, you have lower gravity. The enemies do not go down with just a jump. You have to ground pound. That also means that bosses are much harder with the mini mushroom. So I have to fight Petey Piranha here as mini, which can be kind of scary. So you're supposed to wait for Petey Piranha to stomp down. That way we can have an opportunity to ground pound on Petey Piranha. And then this third phase is a little bit scary because of that, okay. Because of the bouncing in the beginning. So there we go. So we beat Petey Piranha as mini. So as a result, now we are going to go to World 7 instead of World 6. And like I said, World 7 is going to save 10 minutes over World 6. Unfortunately, World 7 is the hardest part of the run, because there are 2 levels of World 7 that require the mini mushroom. Which means that we have to carry this mini mushroom power-up throughout the entirety of World 7, and it is very scary. So, I'll try my best to talk as much as I can, but at the same time, I'm gonna focus on trying not to die. I did do a safety save in the beginning of Worlds after completing that castle, because I can die in 7-1, and I really don't want to die. And you really don't want to lose the mini mushroom power up. Okay, that was very close. Did I make that? Okay, good. That was almost really scary there. Okay, precise jump in order to make that. Alright, now I'm gonna wait here. I'm very likely to get a 55, so I'm just gonna wait it out to make sure I don't get fireworks. That's one hard level out of the way. The next level is 7-Ghost. 7-Ghost has a secret exit that requires a mini mushroom. Fortunately, this level is really easy, so I can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief in this level. However, the secret exit takes us straight to 7-Tower. It allows us to skip 2 levels. And 7-Tower is the hardest level of the run. Because, like I said, I have to carry this mini mushroom power-up throughout the entirety of World 7, which means I have to go through the entire 7-Tower, which is already a really hard level, as well as fight Bowser Jr. as Mini Luigi. So, this is going to be very scary. Now, if I die here, I will not have the mini mushroom power-up. Which is a bad thing, because I need it for the next level after 7-Tower. So, we'll see what happens here. Okay, this first part not too bad. I have to try and make a cycle here. Hopefully I can make it. Okay, nice. Made that cycle. little bit of waiting here. Okay. Reaching the checkpoint. It's not over yet. There's still some pretty tough parts here in this level. Okay, and now the Bowser Jr. boss fight. Let's see how this goes. Yes!
Yay for me, Luigi!
Okay, so the hardest part is out of the way. I did have a backup save file in the off chance that I did die, and since I made it out of this level without dying, I don't have to use the backup save file, so that's good. That's always a good thing.
Oh, Luigi!
All right, so fortunately this level's not hard, so let's go ahead and make our way through this level. We just gotta simply launch ourselves up as high as we can, up until a certain point, which is right up here. You need to be able to fit through this spot right here, then jump up, and then head over to this mini pipe. And that is the, so everything up until this point was to set ourselves up to have mini mushroom for this very specific level.
Yay for me, Luigi!
And this secret exit will take us straight to Seven Edge Castle. Now I'm still going to keep my mini mushroom in Seven Edge Castle because there are a couple jumps that save time with it. But at the end of the castle, I will power up myself and use that blue shell that I've been keeping in my bottom screen for a while on the boss fight. So in this level, I have to ride this block snake through the whole level. So we do have some time for some donations or more announcements.
Sure thing. You are watching No Glitches Allowed 2025. If you're coming here for the first time, welcome! No Glitches Allowed, or No GA, is an annual charity event featuring speedruns that rely more on execution of intended mechanics than game-breaking glitches. No GA will be live from Wednesday, April 23rd, a few days ago, through Sunday, April 27th, which is today, raising money for the Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center. To see the full schedule, just type !schedule in chat. And this is also a great reminder to tell you that our two incentives, one bid war and one incentive, are open for our next run, Anton Blast. If you go over to the donation page, you can see what those are and put your donations towards those goals. We have a bid war for Anton versus Annie, which character to play as well as to collect all collectibles in the manors. So let's see those donations roll in. And yep, if you're looking to donate, again, you can type !donate in the chat to do so at this very moment. I'll take you to our Tiltify page where you can look at all of our various options available to donate towards.
We're coming up to the next boss. The boss's name is Lackey Thunder. And so I will be equipping my blue shell on the boss fight right now. It's gonna power up myself up as soon as the boss fight starts, and hopefully I can get this quick kill. I'm gonna go ahead and set myself up for running speed just like this. 1, 2, 3. And that is the boss fight. Normally you're supposed to wait for him to hover downwards, so that way you can jump on him. But if you're able to set up the full run speed with the blue shell, then you're able to just knock him 3 times. So World 7 now completed, and we are going to go into World 8, which is the final world of the game. So we are, it seems like we're almost done, but World 8 is a really long world. In every category, we have to do every single level because there are no secret exits of World 8 that allows us to skip anything. So, starting off in the first level here, since I have the blue shell, it's actually convenient because the blue shell is really useful in this level because this level has a lot of crows that are just really annoying to deal with if you do not have the blue shell. The next level is a vertical swimming level. So another level where the blue shell is pretty beneficial. Not too beneficial because it is a vertical swimming level, but it's useful in the sense that you have more control in the water with the blue shell. So the gimmick behind this level is we have these pink spider enemies that lay the bombs whenever they are above us on the top of the water, and we want to avoid those bombs. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and ground pound to the left. And then head into this screen. These spiders have a chance to lay a bomb right above me as I go into this pipe. Fortunately, that didn't happen. And we get to this very last screen. Hopefully these guys don't troll me. Ooh, okay, nice. Okay. So coming up is 8-Tower 1. There are 2 towers, and the first tower is purely cycle-based level. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Just gotta wait for this. Gotta wait for this cycle over here, and while I'm waiting for this cycle, I'm gonna go ahead and get a fire flower in my bottom screen inventory so I can use it for later on. Okay, nice. Didn't miss any cycles, which is good. Alright, so the Bowser Jr. fight. So Bowser Jr. will do something different this time. And that is that he's gonna throw a shell at us, and we have to throw the shell back at him. And there we go. So again, you have just a little bit of time before Bowser Jr. crouches into a shell form before you can to get a hit in, which is what I exploited there in that fight. Otherwise, normally you're supposed to repeat that process that I did on the first hit 3 times. Which is obviously slow. So, I still have my blue shell, and this is the last level where the blue shell has any major time save. Because there is a long section in this level where it's like a lot of horizontal swimming. And the blue shell alone, having the blue shell here, saves about 20 seconds in this level. The first half of this level, I do have to swim vertically, avoid these eels. And then when we get to this part where I'm gonna be chased by a giant eel, then there's a very huge, large difference between not having a blue shell here and having a blue shell. So all I'm doing right now is just swimming up until the end of the level, so you can go and keep on going if you have any more you want to say.
Let's see, you know that incentive I've been pushing for Anton Blast coming up next? The one where we collect all the collectibles in a manner? If you're interested in runs or incentives like those, you might like Complete-a-thon, which is a charity event dedicated to completionist speedruns. This includes 100% all collectibles or even categories where you collect all of the specific collectibles, such as all red berries or all shrines, just to name a few. If you're interested in getting involved or finding out more, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on Twitter to get updates about future events. Plus, you can scroll a little bit down on our Twitch page right now, and I believe the Discord for Complete-a-thon should be linked there. So, if you're interested in completionist speedruns, look out for that.
All right, thank you very much. So, like I said, I should be losing my blue shell now, but I'm actually going to keep the blue shell for this level because it is much easier having the blue shell for this level. And I will lose it at the end of this level because keeping the blue shell for the rest of the run does not have any major benefits. And in a lot of cases, it will make some levels harder. So... the thing that makes this level easier with the blue shell is there are these scuttlebugs that tend to get in the way a lot, but with the blue shell, of course, I can just tank right through those scuttlebugs. So I'm gonna lose the blue shell right here, and part of the another reason why I don't want I don't want the blue shell is because, as I mentioned in the beginning, full run speed is faster than morph shell speed. So there isn't any major benefits. There's a lot of these moving platforms in this castle here. Whoops. Okay, go into this tightrope. And then now it's time to fight the boss. Alright, so... this boss is very difficult, so we'll see what happens here. It's Dry Bowser! Oh, I did it! Oh my goodness. So, it's pretty much the same concept as how we fought Bowser in World 1, except you cannot use the Fire Flower, because, so you actually have to jump over Dry Bowser and hit the switch that way. Spoilers, that is not the end of the run yet. We still have several more levels to go. 6 more levels to be more exact. And this is the part of the run where we call the Gauntlet, as these last set of levels of the run are some very intense levels. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. Starting off with 8-5. 8-5 has a lot of precise platforming. Okay. Do a triple jump to get up on those set of blocks there. And then do another triple jump. Okay, very nice. Very satisfying if, whenever you do this level right, as it's really easy to mess anything in that level up. Those large platforms, they actually sink down when you stand on them long enough. So you want to be very careful with that. This level is a vertical level, where the idea is you want to climb up as high as you can, because there's rising lava coming up. And if you mess up in this level, then the rising lava will creep up at us really quickly. Gonna go ahead and get myself a Fire Flower here, as it'll make 8-7 easier. Okay, nice. Okay. Those those last set of platforms at the end of this level are pretty weird. And also, those spines will be at different parts depending on when in the level you get up that section, because the enemies dance along with the music. So you want to be we want to be aware of where you are in this level. So 8-7 coming up here. In the beginning here, we have to jump on 2 Koopas in order to make it up to this. Shoot that Sledge Bro. And we're going to get a star here. Oh, that's not good. That's RNG. Sometimes that Fire Bro hits you, sometimes he doesn't. In this case, I got a little bit unlucky. That is okay. So I'm going to get a star. Stars make you invincible, and you move faster when you're on the ground at full speed. Alright, so 8-8 is the biggest RNG level of the run. There are falling meteors, and where they fall at is completely random. So, hopefully, this level can play nice to me. This is, in a lot of, PB attempts, this can be a make-or-break level due to the randomness of this level. Okay! When I get that, hidden star block, those meteors can sometimes hit that star block, and before the star actually spawns, which means you don't get the star and you have to do the whole rest of the level without the star. And when you have to go through the level without the star, it is the scariest thing. Fortunately made it out, and now we're moving on to 8-Tower 2. So 8-Tower 2 has it's another level where we have to ride the block snake through the level. There is a skip that I am gonna go for that nobody has ever done, where I basically skip right into block snake for the rest of the level. Nobody has ever successfully pulled it off, so maybe this could be a first. So here's the part where I start doing it. Oh, man! Well, no success. But wait, the block snake's right here. Interesting. So that death is actually intentional, and that's so the block snake can catch up to you right away without having to wait for the block snake to get to this part of the level. And that saves about 3 seconds. So I'm just riding the block snake through the rest of the level, so any more donations or announcements are fine.
Yeah, let me check real quick. In addition to Anton Blast coming up next, we have Sonic Frontiers, Vivid Stasis, Super Metroid, and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the schedule. So if any of those games are of interest to you, please stay tuned. We have an action-packed day to close out this marathon, so we are doing good so far.
What do you think about this run so far?
This is absolutely amazing. You've just been going off of all this tech going on in the background, and while I can't really understand most of it, I'm very impressed and amazed. I can see all the technical detail and skill and time you've invested into this, so it really does show. Congrats so far on making it this far.
Thank you very much. Alright, so the final Bowser Jr. fight coming up. Since we have the Fire Flower, we can just simply mash fireballs and finish off Bowser Jr. that way. And now coming up is the very last level of the run. Very long, and there is a unique mechanic in this level where you basically flip rooms 180 degrees. And there are a couple of damage boosts that we do in this run, so having a Fire Flower going into this level is a good thing. So this first room is really easy. And here's the first part where we start flipping the room, flipping the castle 180 degrees using this switch. And in this big room, I'm going to shift the camera forward in order to get some favorable cycles with these flamethrowers. Very nice. And then I'm going to do an intentional damage boost through the Thwomp. That way I can get to this switch easier. And this also allows the Thwomp to be in this position by the time I flip the room around. So that way I don't have to wait for the Thwomp again. And then same thing here, I'm going to shift the camera forward in order to get some favorable positions. And hopefully I can do this. If I get hit, then that's okay. Alright, good. I still kept my mushroom, but I can still get hit. Oh, come on. Do a slide there. When you crouch off of a ledge, then you fall down faster. So what I just did there in order to avoid getting hit by that flump is actually very easy. Okay, so in this part, there is a throwback from Super Mario Bros. Where you have to take the correct path. Otherwise, the level loops. So it's bottom, top, and then middle. Just like that. And now coming up is the final Bowser fight. If everything goes well, this fight should last about 5 seconds. We'll see how it goes. It's not hard, but it's also very easy to mess up. Time. 47:38. All right. I'm really happy with that run.
Luigi.
Congratulations, what an excellent run.
Thank you. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that run. This category in particular is a very dangerous marathon category, with going through World 7 without dying. So I'm really glad that run went as well as it did. So yeah, if you enjoyed what you see here and you'd like to know more, I stream the new Super Mario Bros. Games very often. I'm also a Zelda speedrunner as well, so you can check me out at twitch.tv/mchan238. If you like variety content, then I make YouTube videos of Let's Plays of a variety of different games on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/itsmchan238. And yeah, you know, shouts to My Little Walrus. He's one of the former world record holders, and the world record at the time when I started learning this game. And everything that you saw in this run, I have learned straight off of his run. So, you know, if you watch this someday, then, you know, shoutouts to you. You're a big inspiration for me. And that's pretty much it for me. So, thank you everybody for watching, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Folks, everyone, give it up one more time in the chat for mchan338. Congratulations on such an amazing run, and you also came in a fair bit underestimate, so congratulations again. All right. No glitches allowed 25 will be returning shortly. Stay tuned for more. We have more runs for you coming up next. So, grab a snack, grab a drink, sit back, relax. We will be back with more shortly.